I recently paired my hearing aid with my new MacBook Air, and it worked really well. So today we're going to talk about connecting hearing aids to other devices, how I connected my hearing aid to my MacBook Air, and the things that I do to work around the challenges associated with this technology. Hello everybody, my name is Sarah. I'm a person who lives with both hearing loss and tinnitus. Welcome back to the Sassy Hearing channel. If you've been enjoying these videos, don't forget to press the thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel while you're there. It really does make a difference for us. Today we're going to talk about connectivity. So connectivity with hearing aids is something that has improved significantly in recent years. It used to be that if somebody was trying to, for example, use a phone with a hearing aid, their options were to use a telecoil, which is a magnetic transmission, which works sometimes and not others, to position the sound over the top of the microphone so that the sound came out of the earpiece into the microphones and into the hearing aids, but to do so without causing the hearing aid to squeal, or to simply use the phone without their hearing aids, which often meant that they couldn't hear very well at all. And the challenges associated with these options meant that people with hearing aids often just avoided using the phone. Now with new technology and Bluetooth, we have other options. We can stream directly to the hearing aids. So Bluetooth technology in hearing aids comes in a few different forms. One is the made for iPhone technology, which is specifically used when using a hearing aid with an iPhone. There is also the Asha protocol, and the Asha protocol enables hearing aids that are not iPhone to talk to made for iPhone hearing aids. And then there's also Bluetooth Classic. Now, Bluetooth Classic is exactly what you think it is. It's traditional Bluetooth. All of these have their pros and cons, and none is really ideal. So there is a new sort of Bluetooth coming, which is called Bluetooth Low Energy, and it's also known as Auracast. And this is quite a promising type of Bluetooth in that it looks like it really will overcome some of these problems. And while it is available, it's not readily available in lots of different devices and hearing aids at the moment. So that means that for most people, you're still dealing with the older types of Bluetooth until the new Bluetooth becomes more available. So in the past, I had not had a lot of luck in using my hearing aid directly with my computer. I had gotten around it at times by using TV streamers or other options, but in terms of being able to use my hearing aid directly with my computer, it just wasn't something that had ever worked particularly well. I didn't get a great sound quality, and it really wasn't worth the hassle, to be honest. However, recently I got a new computer. Now, I have a Phonak hearing aid, which uses Bluetooth Classic. I have an Android phone and a MacBook Air. So I'm using 3 different sorts of technology here, and I really wasn't confident that it was going to work at all. However, it worked really well. I can not only listen to lectures or videos off my laptop through my hearing aid, I can also just use my hearing aid when I'm on meetings rather than having to stuff around with external headphones or microphones or anything along those lines. It makes it much easier to use, which I really appreciate, and I'm sure you do too. However, the technology is not quite perfect, so I have had to come up with a few workarounds. Now, what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you how I paired my hearing aid to my MacBook Air. If you've got different equipment, the principle's probably the same. It just works a little bit differently, but this will give you a bit of an idea. Now, I'm using a Phonak Marvel RIC. That's a few years old, and the newer hearing aids from Phonak, though, should work just as well, if not better, when doing this. So let's go through how to do this. The first step is to put both the computer and the hearing aid into pairing mode. To put the hearing aid into pairing mode, I simply need to take it out of the case. That turns it on, and for the first couple of minutes that it's turned on, it will be in pairing mode and ready to look for other devices. Then I need to put my computer into pairing mode. To do that, I go up to the Apple on the screen, click on that, go down to System Settings, find Bluetooth, click on Bluetooth, and it will automatically start looking for nearby devices. Now we can see here that it has found my right phonak hearing aid. So what I'm going to do is click on connect here. And that's all there is to it. It's pretty easy, it connects up, and it sounds really good. However, I have found that the connection swapping between my laptop and my phone has not been smooth. So when it's connected up to one, it tends to hold it. And for example, even if my phone rings, if it's connected to my computer, then it won't automatically swap across to my phone. So that does mean that I need to force the connection sometimes. Now, let's say that the hearing aid is connected to my laptop and I want to use it with my phone instead. What I do is I simply force the change in connection. To do that, I come into the Apple, I go into System Settings, I go into Bluetooth, and I find the right phonak hearing aid and I disconnect. I then go to my phone, go into System Settings and the Bluetooth on my phone, and select the hearing aid so that it forces that connection. And I can do the same thing the other way around. If it's connected up to my phone, but I would prefer to have it connected up to my laptop, I can go in and I can either disconnect it or just flick the Bluetooth off on my phone, depending on which one I find easiest and what I'm doing. Then I come into my Mac, I press on the Apple, System Settings, go into Bluetooth, and then click on Connect. And it finds it and it's connected up and I'm ready to go again. Now, a little bit of a note about Bluetooth pairing. You will find that sometimes the Bluetooth can get a little bit confused if there's lots of Bluetooth devices around. It finds the wrong thing, it tries to talk to the wrong thing, or something else it's paired with might grab it while you're trying to pair it to a new device. So a little bit of a note about pairing Bluetooth. It's not always the easiest technology, and sometimes it can be a little bit problematic getting that first connection. What I find works is turn off anything else that your hearing aid is connected to while you're pairing it to the specific device that you're pairing it to. So in my case, I would turn off the Bluetooth on my phone so that it makes it easier for my hearing aid to find my computer. And that just makes it a much smoother process for you. Otherwise, it's a little bit like your hearing aid is trying to talk to all these different devices and it doesn't know which one it's talking to. So we want it to know which one it's talking to, and by removing the other devices, it knows exactly which one you're trying to pair it with, and you can do that much more smoothly. So what I would recommend is that if you have a laptop and a hearing aid and you haven't recently tried to use the two together, give it a go. Might not be the perfect solution, but try it and you might just find that it's a useful connection for you to have. As the new Bluetooth becomes available, Bluetooth with hearing aids will hopefully get easier and easier, but it's also important that we can use it in the meantime. So give it a go. If you have any trouble with it, contact your hearing care professional and they will be able to provide advice specifically to your hearing aid and your laptop. So that's how I paired my hearing aid to my laptop. Give it a go with yours. Hearing aids, or you change laptops, even if it hasn't worked in the past, give it another go. That's it for today, and I'll see you next time.